Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of the 50 challenges for my 50th year. We're 2 weeks into the 50 challenges, so just really starting off, and glad to see I've already got 2 things ticked off the list, which we'll look at first. The first one was the Spartan 10k, and that was on my birthday on the 8th of June, which was the day the challenge started. I did that 10k with my son Oscar, which was the main thing to do. The main reason for doing it. The event itself was really well organised. The weather was good. Good selection of obstacles to try, from strength ones to hanging ones to climbing ones to carrying stuff. It was pretty good fun. The main thing for the event for me was doing it with his son. He was 14, so it was his first Spartan race. The first year he was old enough to do one of the main races. We did the 10k, we did the Spartan Super, and he loved it, so he did really well. He was really good at the hanging ones, a lot better than me. Struggled a bit with the more strength-based ones, but that's something he can definitely work on for the next time. Also that day it was good. Katie and I, for our wedding, asked Oscar to be my best man and Beth to be a bridesmaid, and they both said yes, which was excellent. So that was challenge 1, ticked off the list. The next one that I did was number 25 on my list, which was a 50-hour fast. Now this was going without food for 50 hours, as it sounds like. All I could have was water, black coffee, any sort of zero-calorie drink available to me. Now, there's many reasons people doing fasts. They do fast for weight loss. There's some people say it helps with different things like your gut biome, with digestion, with controlling insulin, all these sort of things. The main reason I was doing it was purely a willpower thing. I kind of go for that length of time without eating something. So the rest of it wasn't really too important to me, although I did take some measurements on the fast, and I started off a weight of about 117 kg, and at one point was down to 113, I think, just at the end of the fast, dropped down to 113 kilograms, so a big dip. A couple of days later I was back to 115, so it was good. I lost a couple of kilograms there just by a couple of days not eating. Same for measurements, waist and things, all went down a little bit on there. I found fasting for that length of time fairly straightforward. It was fairly easy, knowing that there was an end date. Just kept myself busy. Again, just anytime I felt hungry, I went and did something else, or I had a drink of water or a coffee, went for a walk. I trained on the first day. The second day I felt a bit more sluggish and a little bit lightheaded, a little bit floaty, so I didn't train. I just had a walk on that day. But yeah, I didn't find it too bad. Didn't really get too super hungry, which was good. I hope maybe to do some shorter ones, maybe 36 hours or something, a bit more regularly as I go on. So that was number 25 on the list, and the second challenge done out of the 50, so 48 challenges left. Now I have been working on different challenges as well, ones that you can just keep ticking away. Mostly the reading one, and I had 50 books, a list of 50 books, and I'll do a separate video on how I chose those books and what books they are. But for this one I finished The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which is a really good thriller. Nice twist at the end, and yeah, good book. And also the first one I read was Atomic Habits, which I'd read before, but always really good book to come back to. Really practical tips for if you want to improve your habits, or you want to learn something, or you want to achieve some sort of goal, then this is a really good book to read and implement. Okay. At the moment I'm currently reading Hyperion, a science fiction book. It's been a bit of a struggle, that one, to be fair, but I'm getting through that, about halfway through it this week. So I've done 2.5 books in the 2 weeks, which is good. Again, I'll do a different video on what else I'm reading on there. So other things I've been working on is watching films. I've been watching loads of films. Now, why the film one? Purely for my own pleasure and enjoyment, and also a little bit of taking away of that, you know, sitting in front of the TV, deciding what you want to watch, flicking through all the channels, trying to find something that you want to watch. We have a list. I know I can come back and watch these films. A lot of them I've seen before, some I haven't. Some I really enjoy, some I haven't. So, for example, I've done 15 so far, so which is, you know, pretty much a film a day at the moment. And some highlights, obviously, Taxi Driver, Apocalypse Now, Star Wars was good. What else? I really enjoyed The Shining, Princess Bride, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Were all really good, enjoyable to watch. All the films I watched so far were from the 70s and the 80s, and now I'm going to be moving on to the 90s with films like Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, Fight Club, Matrix, things like that. So probably more my generation of films, so I should really fly through these ones. Other challenge I've been working on is the 50 pies, so local pies, so looking around Scotland for Scotch pies. And again, this is not one I've really focused on, but people have been bringing me pies, so thanks to Laura and Nikki, who both brought me a pie from butchers that are known to them, which was good. So enjoying that one. I think I'm about 5 or 6 pies into that one. We listened to music. I think London Calling by The Clash has been my first album that I'm listening to, and yeah, I've also been listening a bit to Rumours by Fleetwood Mac and 10 by Pearl Jam. There are 3 albums on the list that I've been listening to over this last week. I'll do a separate video as well on the albums I've chosen and some review ones as well as I go through. I've been playing arcade machine, so I started with Pac-Man and I'm now on to Street Fighter 2. Love Pac-Man. I think yeah, it's definitely a classic arcade game. Street Fighter 2 I would like to be good at, but I'm just terrible at that game, so it's been a bit of a struggle with that one. I've also been doing jump rope, so just ticking away. I've got 500,000 skips to do in the 2 years. I've just been ticking those off, putting jump rope into all my workouts, so and getting those ticked away. I've been practicing my darts in preparation for doing the darts, the 50 bullseyes challenge, and also I did give the skateboard one an attempt to see how that would go. I did about 7.5 miles and figured it was going to take me about 10 hours to get the 50. So I have to come back. I'm going to come back and rethink that. Probably a different type of board, maybe a different place to do that, and maybe some training. I'm undecided yet whether I want to try and practice on both feet, whether that's going to be worth the effort to do that, or if I just try and get the whole 50 on the pushing with the one leg. Yep, so busy first couple of weeks, 2 challenges down. Again, I'm going to try and be a bit more frequent with shorter videos just on each of the challenges. Maybe like reviewing the books I've read, the music I've listened to, the films I've watched, and probably showing you some of the practice on some of the ones that I've done. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you next time.